Good morning. I'm starting off week 6. The runs this week will be 4 miles, 5 miles, 4 miles, and 11. I got back about half an hour ago from my first 4-mile run of the week, and it mostly acted as a recovery. I was still really tired and sore from the 10-mile on Sunday. Yeah, it's really nice out today, actually. It's overcast, not too hot, but warm enough that I wasn't chilly at all going out. I have a hydration backpack that I've had for a little while, but it turns out that it's good for hiking, but it's too long in the back for running. So if I want to use some kind of hydration bag, I'm going to have to get a different one. I'm thinking about it. I haven't decided yet. The waistband that I have only carries 18 ounces, which will get me through about 5 miles. I found myself getting really dehydrated around 10 miles during the week, so we'll see what happens there. Other than that, I'm just starting to get over the run from last week and getting started on this week. Okay, so Wednesday, 5 miles. I was feeling really crappy today. I actually overslept my alarm and got out a lot later than I meant to. I meant to be done before 10, and I didn't leave until 10:30, so I was a little bit upset about that. So I got out and I was feeling kind of, the weather is, I don't know whether you can't really see that, but the weather's terrible. It's been raining off and on, and it's really humid. And I'm pretty sure I left dehydrated this morning. I had really bad reflux. So I think I didn't have enough water, and I was just in a crappy state of mind. So I decided that as I was going along and I was kind of making the goals I've been aiming at, which is sub 12-minute miles, I decided that that was going to be the goal for the run, to get the run under 12 minutes. And then in my third mile, my left foot started hurting. I've got my second toe is longer than my first one. I have Morton's toe, and sometimes it rubs against the end of my shoe, and it's just been a pain, especially since my left toe lost a toenail a little while ago. Yay! Information you wanted. So basically, but I did manage it, but it meant that I had to spend the last half a mile going at a pretty darn decent clip. For anybody who's interested, I've been splicing my Zombies runs in with Motion Tracks podcast, which I'm quite liking, and it tends to extend the length of my run because it plays 12, when I set it to an hour-long run, it plays 12 minutes of Motion Tracks for every one update of Zombies run, which is, about once a mile, which is, pretty good. Anyway, that's Wednesday. Four miles, 10 minutes, 33 seconds, average pace. That is far and away a new personal record for me. Typically, I'm just stoked if I can get it under 12 minutes as an average pace. So 10 and a half is just like, holy cow. I have no idea what happened. I have no idea how I managed to beat my usual average by almost a minute and a half per mile. That's nuts. Yeah. I know a little bit, so I'm using this this podcast between Zombies Run called Motion Tracks, and I have a whole bunch of them stuck into a playlist, and then Zombies Run picks them up and just runs them on random, and the first one that came up was an interval training one, so I had a couple of really fast minutes, and I think I'm going to start adding in the interval zombies now that I'm getting stronger and faster, and I think it'll be okay, but not on long run day. I'm a little more than 3 miles into my 11-mile long run for the week, and I just figured that I'd share something super awesome about the area that I run in here in Taiwan. So as you can see behind me, this is a multi-use path. It's used by runners, by cyclists, and every once in a while by scooters, but that's incredibly rare, and they're mostly just doing maintenance and such. So you can see behind me, you can see here's the bridge. I'm heading towards Xindian, which is about an 8-kilometer run from my house, and I'll turn around and head back. So it should be about right. So you can see this multi-use path behind me. However, one of the most awesome things about these multi-use paths, those fully equipped flush toilets from time to time, because this is a cycling path and Taiwan wants to encourage cycling. How cool is that? I thought it was pretty cool. Alright, see you later. So I'm 5 miles in, and today's run has brought me to Xindian and the Xindian Riverside Park. There's the bridge, you can see all the boats. You can actually rent those boats and go paddling around on the river. There's this bridge behind me, and I'm starting to run low on fluid, so I'm going to go see whether I can find somewhere to buy some more water. So that's 11 miles in 2 hours and 22 minutes, which is a sub 13-minute mile pace, which is something I'm working on for long runs. For short runs, I'm trying to keep it under 12 or ideally under 11, but 12 is the actual goal, or maybe under, 11 and a half. It was a good run. It ended up taking a lot longer than that actually, because I stopped halfway to get some more water and to get a sandwich, and I paused one other time, and I went to the bathroom. That was a big thing. Yeah, it takes time. No, it was a good run. It's really humid out today, so I felt that I was dragging a bit because of that. My phone decided to put on an interval training mix for my last 2 miles, and actually ran the 2 intervals. So my average speed actually dropped after, actually got faster after mile 9. But yeah, no, I'm really pleased. Got everything finished. The distance was perfect, actually, because I managed to go out and come back and not take the exact same route and yet still end a 5-minute walk from home. So that's really nice.